Stavros Tousios for M4Markets. Today, we're going to have a quick look at euro dollar and also silver. As you recall, we have actually talked about euro dollar. We talk about it quite often, but we said last time that there is high potential for further downside. Okay, and what we've seen since then is minor move to the downside, I would say, failing to reach the 104.83, which is a major support level. Now, we have, however, found somewhat of a support in the median line of this ascending channel, okay, after, of course, a false break. Yes, and now we are actually again flirting around that trend line. Now, if we manage to stay, I would probably say in today's session above the 105.8 or so and close above them, then this could continue higher towards the 107. But in case we continue to fall and we lose, I would probably say the 105.60, then most probably is going to be a case where another low might be due, and that is not going to change anything on the divergence here, because we do see this divergence. Maybe actually is going to offer a second divergence signal, because falling down over to 104.66 is not really necessarily going to provide us a new low for the RSI, most probably a higher low, and provide a second divergence. So it is kind of a telling moment for euro dollar, because we are currently flirting with this trend line, and this trend line could indeed tell us whether the short-term sort of outlook is going to be to the upside or to the downside. Now, we have, of course, come to overbought territories over here with this leg to the upside. We have 5 waves coming in as well, kinda, yeah, and maybe we're just simply correcting now. So it is important, as I was just saying before, that we do manage to stay above the 105.7 or so. Otherwise, you know, the moment we actually tap that level, high chances of going into that territory and then lower. If 105.7 though is our short-term sort of decline level for a support, then that could also print and potentially confirm in the medium term an inverse head and shoulders that is going, of course, to, as I was just saying before, provide us a good move to around the 107, perhaps even higher, who knows. Now, when we look at silver, silver has been going down for a while. It's been in oversold territory over here recently, and that also has now invalidated whatever sort of divergence we've had. Okay, that potentially is sort of an ideal scenario where we might see some sort of move to the upside and then another leg down to actually confirm a retest of the base channel down here, while at the same time we're going to see the momentum rising and creating a higher low. That, and the ideal scenario I was talking about, would mean that another leg to the downside could be a bullish hidden divergence, sort of maybe premature signal for now, but the outlook here remains the same one way or another. There is likelihood for a bit more of a downside here to take out that channel, and from there we can see some sort of respite. And where is this going to take us? If it's a reversal, that's a different case. But for now, and you know, by looking at how the sort of deceleration here has taken place, which is quite deep and with momentum, and we are below the median line and all that, you know, all these components actually support a further leg to the downside. Maybe it's going to be the 61.8, which is the golden pocket around 2022. Maybe we're going to see a false breakdown to around 20, which is a very big psychological support. But either way, it seems to be a case where this week, you know, if we see any sort of downside and a rejection at 20, 22 or a bit lower, just than 20, might be potential opportunity to the upside. But until then, it looks like short term it is more bearish than it is bullish, and that is also supported by the fact that we do see a correction here, and do note that corrections are followed by moves into the predominant trend. And the predominant trend in the silver's case is, as you can see, of course, to the downside.